nonfiction, YA, contemporary. There's no contemporary in here. That was a lie. I think I'm just reading my shirt. Speed at the library. Okay. Hi everyone, it's Julia and welcome to my channel, Shakespeare and Such. Today I'm coming at you with my February book haul. It's not too big. I'm pretty proud of how I did this month. I only have like 7 books here and I mean they're not too big, so that counts for something, right? And it's a good mix of like nonfiction, historical fiction, YA, lots of fun stuff. So let's just dive right in, and I'm going in no particular order, just the order that my pile's in, I guess. So first up is just a tiny little thing that I happened to pick up at the library. Yesterday, my library has like a little bookstore where they sell used books and old library copies, and so I got As You Like It by William Shakespeare because, I mean, it was 50 cents, and look at how pretty that is. I just thought it was a really cool edition. It's so small. It's not going to take up any space, and I just saw it and I was like, my inner bookstagrammer was like, yes, we want that cover. So I picked this one up. And it's one that I haven't read because classic me. I say I love Shakespeare, but how much Shakespeare have I read? Not that much. A fair amount. Not that much. Next up, I have a couple books that I picked up through Books A Million. I couldn't think of what it was called because I joined their like membership thingy, so I had some coupons to use, and they had a really good Valentine's Day sale. So the first thing I got is The Creation of Anne Boleyn, A New Look at England's Most Notorious Queen by Susan Bordeaux. That's a great name. And this is, I mean, exactly what the title sounds like, a book all about Anne Boleyn, but it's not just her history, but how she's been interpreted throughout history by scholars and filmmakers and writers. And basically it kind of goes through the journey of how she has become this iconic historical figure and how much of it is true to what she was like and how much has been fabricated over time. So I am very eager to read this one. I'm always interested in the Tudors. Always. They're just so interesting. Another nonfiction for my Books A Million order, I got A Secret Sisterhood, The Literary Friendships of Jane Austen, Charlotte Bronte, George Eliot, and Virginia Woolf. Sign me up. I saw this book in a local indie bookshop that I love, but I am also cheap, so I didn't pick it up that day, but when I saw that Books A Million had it, and I can't not. It's about 4 really awesome female authors, and I mean, I didn't know that any of them associated really, so I'm very intrigued as to what this book's about, and it's not even very big. Like, for nonfiction, this is not that intimidating. I mean, in the notes, it's not even 300 pages. Acknowledgements, it's only like 260 pages. That's just a nice, comfortably sized nonfiction, not too scary. And then my last pick from Books A Million is so much smaller than I had expected. And the 3 of these are color coordinated, and I didn't even plan that. I'll show you in a second. Enough rambling. It's A Bad, 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 Bad World. Did I say the right amount? It's A Bad, 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 Bad World. Yes. By Curtis M. Lawson. And this says it's a novel, but it's tiny. It's so small. This is, I mean, kind of inspired by It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, if you're familiar with that classic, or like Rat Race, if you were alive in the time that I was alive. And basically it says, when the Vatican's top assassin, a Rhodesian mercenary, it just says Merc, I think Merce, I don't know, a pair of serial killer lovers, a dirty cop, and a professional sadist compete in a mad race for a pair of priceless magical artifacts, betrayal, theft, and murder are just the opening moves in a game of death. And that just sounds wild. Like, And I mean, what a fast-paced, crazy story. And like, I think the font's pretty, no, it's pretty small actually. I don't know. I was just super intrigued by this. Okay, look at how well these three covers go together. Why do they match so well? Okay, and the last three books I have are all my book subscription box things. What's my necklace doing? And the first of which is my book of the month. I got The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. This is going to be my third Simone St. James book, and I read one last year and one the year before that, and they're always eerie and fabulous, and she just writes great paranormal historical fiction. So if you're into ghost stories and like creepy old buildings, she's got you. I believe this one is about like a girl's home. Okay, so it's like a boarding school, but kind of like a place where people send girls that they don't really want, which is sad in like the 1950s. And then a journalist in 2014, and I don't know, lots of mystery surrounding the building, I think, and knowing Simone St. James, probably ghosts. Definitely ghosts. I will be shocked if there's not a ghost in this book. Then we have the February Owl Crate book. February, right? Yeah, that's how boxes work. And it's one of their exclusive covers, The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. If you watched the video, you know that this is one of my most anticipated reads of 2018. And this cover's cool. It's green instead of black, but the rest is the same. I love how shiny and metallic it is. Sorry, by the way, the lighting, because this is just like, I got home after work and it's dark, and I just have to shine a light on me and make it as good as I can. So I get a lot of shadows. But yes, this is a book about a girl whose grandmother wrote like fairy tales, and then I think her mother goes missing, but it has something to do with the fairy tales, and I don't know, I've been hearing some mixed things about this, but I'm still excited because I frankly am not going into this expecting like a wild, crazy high fantasy, because that's just not like my ultimate favorite thing. So if that's not what it is, then I will be okay. And if it is very fantasy, that's cool. I don't know. I'll just have to read it and find out. That's how reading works. Then last up is the book from the Adult Once Upon a Book Club box. They have a YA and adult that you can choose between, or you can get both, which I think I've done in the past, or maybe only once. This, I believe, was also one of the available picks for Book of the Month, and it is Kristen Hanna, The Great Alone. I've heard amazing things about her writing, and people are just like gushing about her lately. And P.S. I didn't realize this was like metallic, so when I got it, I was like, this is really pretty. This is also like one of those really soft, buttery, smooth covers that you don't often get as a hardback, which is nice. And look at how pretty this is. Look at Alaska, because this book is set in Alaska. I haven't said anything about what this book's about. This is historical fiction about a veteran and his family who moved to Alaska in like the 70s, I think. Yeah, a Vietnam veteran in the 70s and his family in Alaska. I mean, you just had to tell me it was historical fiction, and I'm like, okay. All right, and those are the 7 books that I bought in February. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just tried to make a nice quick one because I know I tend to ramble. Do let me know your thoughts on any of these books, if you've read them before, if you're just interested by any of them or intrigued, or if you think I should stop buying books, then you should leave me a comment to tell me to stop buying books. That's just going to be a comment from me to myself. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, do leave a comment on this video, a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Look down in the description to find other places that you can connect with me on social media, because I love talking about books, and you know, we can do that on any platform that you're comfortable with. And yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, and you'll see more of me soon. Bye! I don't think I ever wave with this hand.